FIA takes action against Mercedes' engine innovation. Imagine having a brilliant idea that gives you an edge over your competitors, only to find out that it is outlawed by the authorities. That is what happened to Mercedes, one of the most innovative teams in Formula One. They came up with clever solutions to improve their aerodynamics, but the FIA decided to ban them for the season. Now, why would the FIA do that exactly? What were the innovations that caused such a controversy? And how will this affect the future of the teams? In today's video, we will explore these questions and more as we delve into the fascinating story of Mercedes' split-turbo engine innovation banned by the FIA. Ban on split turbos. But first, what in the world is a split turbo? Well, it's not some fancy new dance move. It's a clever design in the world of F1. Now think of the turbocharger in a car engine. Usually the turbine, the part that gets powered by exhaust gases, and the compressor, the part that pumps air into the engine, are stuck together in a single block, but not in a split turbo. In the split turbo design, these two are connected by a rotating shaft, kind of like a bridge, right in the middle of the engine's internal combustion unit banks. And the interesting part is that there's a gadget called MGUH, an electric motor generator, hanging out between them. Its job is to recharge the car's battery by turning leftover heat from exhaust gases into electricity. Now, that's some high-tech teamwork. Mercedes, the brainiac of Formula One innovation, introduced the split turbo as part of their turbo hybrid plan back in 2014. It was like giving their race cars a turbocharged superhero boost. And you know what happens when someone wears a cool cape, others want one too. Soon, other car manufacturers hopped on the split turbo bandwagon, impressed by its perks. Why is the split turbo so special? Well, it's like finding the perfect balance between looking good and performing well. With the turbine and compressor going your separate ways, the fresh air going into the engine doesn't get too cozy with the hot exhaust pipes. It stays cool, like sipping an iced drink on a hot day. This cool air means better engine performance. But here comes the plot twist. The FIA is shaking things up. They decided to outlaw the use of split turbos in the next generation of engine rules. Think of it like telling a chef they can't use their favorite spice anymore. The new rules want engines to be more eco-friendly. They're asking car developers to experiment with alternative fuels, dig into battery tech, and explore electric motors. But there's a catch. They're setting strict rules on how the engine parts can be shaped and sized. For the split turbo, this means trouble. The FIA is saying no more comfy space for your turbine and compressor. We want them closer together, and we are measuring the gap with a ruler. Literally, in 2026, they say the compressor's diameter can't be bigger than 110 millimeters. The turbine's diameter must stay between 95 and 105 millimeters. And most importantly, the distance between them can't be more than 175 millimeters. This ban is like a challenge thrown at Mercedes and other car makers. They have until 2026 to figure out how to make their engines follow the new rules without the beloved split turbo design. It might make things a bit tricky. But hey, challenges are what make the race exciting. So, the split turbo might be taking a back seat in the Formula One car design world, but who knows what exciting innovations will rev up on the racing tracks in the future. Aerodynamic tests on 2026 car ban in 2024. Now let's dive deeper and talk about this ban in detail, which brings a new twist. Apart from banning these engines, the big shot FIA dropped another bomb. Teams are banned from tinkering with their 2026 cars for an entire year. That means no fancy wind tunnel experiments or virtual design acrobatics for the 2026 models. So, what's the deal with this ban? Well, the FIA doesn't want teams getting a head start on the competition. They fear that if teams dive into developing their 2026 cars too early, someone might stumble upon a secret sauce that gives them a massive advantage. It's like making sure all the kids start the race at the same time, so nobody gets a head start. Fair play, right? To put it in simple words, the ban written in the updated sporting regulations for the 2024 F1 season says, hey teams, hands off those 2026 designs until January 1, 2025. It's a rule meant to keep things fair and square in the high-stakes world of Formula One. But wait, while the ban locks down aerodynamic developments, teams can still dip their toes in the waters of preliminary research and development for the 2026 car. So, yes, we ban your engine concepts, and yes, you are not supposed to work on them yet, but feel free to research. This loophole allows teams to gather data and insights without going full throttle into building the actual car. Smart move, FIA. Now, who might feel the pinch from this ban? Red Bull Racing, the speed demons who are currently leaving everyone in the dust. This pause in aerodynamic development could slow down their momentum. They are telling the fastest runner to take a breather before the final sprint. Will they lose their lead? Only time will tell. Looking into the crystal ball, the 2024 F1 sporting regulations also bring in some other changes. They tossed out the alternative tire allocation, giving teams one less variable to juggle. Pirelli, the tire wizards, now have more time to play with their rubber, 40 days of testing instead of 35. And here's something interesting. 4 whole days dedicated to an FIA project. What's that project about? Reducing spray during races. Imagine cars zipping around the track without blinding sprays of water. It's like giving the drivers a clear view, making races safer and more exciting. So, in the new world of F1, every millisecond counts. These new rules and bans are like twists and turns on a racetrack. Teams are revving their engines, strategizing for the future, and fans are on the edge of their seats, eager to see who will conquer the ever-evolving Formula One landscape. Mercedes' preparations for the ban. But hold on tight, because the twists and turns keep on coming. Let's now dive into the innovation pit of Mercedes and a front-wing design that added a dash of spice to the previous season. In 2022, Mercedes unveiled a front-wing design. It was like giving their race car a stylish makeover, but with a purpose. This new wing was part of an upgrade package brought to the United States Grand Prix, where the team aimed to solve some issues with their W13 machine. Now, what made this wing so special? It flaunted something called slot gap generators. These were the secret weapons that could boost aerodynamic performance, making the car cut through the air with more finesse. But hold your horses, there's a catch. The rules said these slot gap generators could only be there for mechanical, structural, or measurement reasons. No sneaky business allowed. Mercedes, being the clever engineers they are, found a loophole in the rules. The old wording simply said the slot gap generators had to connect consecutive profiles of the front wing. But wait, there's a twist in the saga. The revised rules now demanded a structural connection between consecutive profiles. Mercedes, with a nod from the FIA, worked their magic within these new rules to fine-tune their innovative design. However, this wasn't a free pass to showcase their creation on the track. The FIA, the ultimate referee of F1, had some reservations. Mercedes, being the sportsmanship champions, didn't debut the design during an actual race. They tested it during practice in Mexico, but avoided using it in qualifying or a Grand Prix to dodge potential protests from their rivals. And now, for the plot twist. The FIA, after some contemplation, decided to drop the ban hammer on Mercedes' front wing design. The FIA's decision meant Mercedes had to scrap plans to run their inventive front wing on the next-gen W14. Why is this relevant? Well, maybe the Mercedes geniuses can find a way to counter the ban this time. So, as the dust settles, we're left with questions. What other innovations will teams bring to the track? How will Mercedes adapt? The F1 story is ever evolving, with each team pushing the limits of technology and rules. What's your take on this? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more information and upcoming updates in your favorite sport. See you in the next one.